Ready. All right.
All right, I'm hanging up.
All right. Welcome back. Turfs Up Radio. We're coming to you live here from Louisville, Kentucky at the Advanced Turf Solutions continuing education training class today. We're going to be doing quite a few live remotes today. We're going to give the presenters the respect they deserve of not being live while they're up there talking, even though we're in the back of the room. I do a lot of presentations myself, and there's nothing worse than anybody talking. We've got several of those if you want one. But nothing worse than somebody being in the back of the room having a little conversation. Even though you don't hear them, you hear them, you know? That's just the way
so if someone's, I mean, I've done very limited public speaking compared to you especially, but when someone's not even, paying attention or looking at you, it can be very distracting. Even if they're not making noise, it can be, you're thinking about it.
So we give Daniel kudos on that, telling us to get to the back of the bus.
Yeah, back here.
And
we had a
short bus
revelation this morning. Sit by the bathrooms, and people are going to come back here naturally, and they'll see us. So
yeah, that's a good way to get it.
Yeah, that's right, man. Everybody goes to the bathroom and a lunch line. We're right by both, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So looking good. We have Steve Milby here with us. Steve, how you doing? Other than a broke foot, my friend.
I'm doing great, man. I'm glad you let me get in here and have my voice for radio.
Absolutely. Well, hey, tell our listeners a little bit about your company. If you share what you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, man, I've been doing this since 2008, and I went full time into business 2013. Matter of fact, Wayne, I kind of subcontracted, did some snow removal with him. But anyway, one thing to another. I bought a franchise last year about this time, and we're doing that. I still own the company. It's just I ain't the number one boss anymore.
Right, well, that's all right, man.
But that's all right. I don't mind. Whatever. Still doing fine. So
still having fun. Still.
Yeah.
What type of services do y'all provide, Steve?
We do the landscape cleanup, maintenance, lawn mowing, lawn treatments, mosquito treatments, things like that. Oh, and we do Christmas lights now. I just started that this year.
Well, congratulations on that. That's a new one for us too, and we're excited for that. And we started doing landscape lighting this year too, and that's panned out pretty good too. Off to a good start with that as well.
Good business.
So diversification, the key to success. So
yeah.
But anyways, what are you doing here today?
Resting my broken foot. No.
If y'all could see him, he's on one of those little scooters and
got me a scooter.
Scooter
like
and a boot.
BMX model. But anyway, no, I'm just here getting some training for our continuing education for my pesticide license. Come every year.
Yeah.
So gotta keep it going.
A lot of hours available. They're giving away this. Well, they're not giving them away, but
Giving what?
giving away their training hours. But it's funny how many people get together when it comes time to get CEUs. It's like, and I know in the state of Kentucky they changed how ours work.
Really?
Now, a couple years ago, where we used to have 3 years. Yeah, you could get all your credits, and they were good for 3 years, and now it's a rotating 3 years, they call it. So whatever you get now today is good for 3 years from today, and then so it's really good for the industry. Really, I mean it does keep you you going to classes. I think a little more, right? And that'd be the principle behind that.
I think it's a kind of a double maybe win, or like. The industry wins, the people that, are doing the credits win. So the consumer's probably hopefully winning because the industry's getting, continually
a little better educated.
And, so hopefully that's the way it pans out. And I think the cool thing about the lawn and landscape industry is you see it's kind of ever-changing, ever-evolving. So if something isn't working great, then, maybe we do see a change in a couple of years. And if it's going well, then we just keep trekking on.
Yeah. This sure is a nice facility. What do you think, Steve?
Oh, it's very nice. Matter of fact, one of my older brother's daughter's reception was in here about 8-9 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Very nice.
We've got a big presentation area. I've tried to paint a picture for you guys that aren't here with us, but big presentation area to the far right. We're in a big rectangle hall is what it amounts to. It's probably
golf course.
A couple 100 feet long, and we're at a golf course called Woodhaven Country Club.
Yeah.
And very nice. Pool's right outside, but Might be a little chilly for that.
Chilly for that.
Cold plunge.
Might kick you out, Wayne. We ain't a member over that way.
Yeah, that's right.
That side of the fence there.
Yeah, that's like being on the wrong side of the tracks, ain't it?
Can't climb the fence no more.
Yeah, true that. True that. Oh, speaking of climbing a fence, I got my hip replaced, Steve. I don't know if I shared that with you or not, but 8 weeks ago, and God, I would just wish I'd have done it sooner.
Wow. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So was it outpatient?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got it done, and I walked out 2 hours later.
Maybe get me a new foot.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh.
That'd be nice. I'd do it if they could put me a new foot on.
Oh, my God.
Walk right back out.
Walk on straight back out and get
Go back to work, man.
Yeah, if y'all
on
could
your
see
lunch
him,
break.
poor guy, he broke his foot. He's in a boot. How many weeks you been fooling with that?
It's been 10 weeks now. I re-broke it before
How'd that affect business?
Well, it's made me get out of the number one truck, so I've had to turn it over, and that's, so it's making me be able to run the business without being in the field as much.
It's kind of blessing in disguise, isn't it?
It
really?
is,
I mean,
man.
Forced you out of production and
so,
into management.
Yeah. So we got success success, what you call franchisee success coaches that are actually owners, and so I'm getting coached. And then I'm getting a different experience than what I would have had without this, because you got these steps to go through to keep blah, 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 and all that. Now they're like, okay, here's your new mission.
Here it is.
So, hey, I didn't want to be in the truck anyway, so
it's one way to get out.
Kind of got me kicked out. Now
it's
I'm
an
a passenger.
extreme measure, I will say. But
passenger now.
Yeah, it's extreme measure out, but hey, I get it.
Hey, I'm good with it. I'm absolutely good with it. Could have done this 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I'd have been all right.
That's right. That's right. So, how about what are they giving us today? Let's see. We had Category 3, I guess, is what you're after too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
a lot of good topics today.
They have got a ton of topics going on.
You got a raffle today?
We got. You know what? I didn't even ask. I don't.
Well,
I know they give away a ton of stuff here.
Find out.
Yeah, they generally do have a lot of things.
Usually they give stuff away. Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, and that's kind of how we decide as landscapers when we're coming to these things. Yeah. What are the giveaways and what's for lunch?
New product. Yeah, what's for lunch is a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, but looks like we're going to have a good. They got a good setup for lunch too. Nice little table.
Nice Christmas tree out.
Yeah.
Piano. Got a what's that? Baby grand piano in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it is. You want to go out and play that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you'd want to hear my playing. Might sound like something.
Oh, but yeah, we got quite a. We're going to start the morning off with perimeter pest management, and hopefully we're going to get to talk to some of the presenters today as well, right, Daniel? I mean,
that's the plan. It's kind of a I don't want to say a last minute, but like get people in here, see how they feel about it, because radio is a little intimidating to some people, so.
Yeah.
If you spring it on them, sometimes they're just more likely than if they have to think about coming on, then they get worried about it.
If you got time to think about it, they won't do it.
Right.
I think I'd rather be on the radio than the TV or the camera.
Oh, true that. True that.
Yeah, I don't like looking at
Steve
myself.
said he had a face for radio.
I had a face for radio.
He's really not a bad
My wife
guy.
disagrees, but, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm married up, I guess.
That's why she's your wife.
Yeah, she's my wife.
Oh, my goodness. But, we got quite a few people coming in, and looks like it's going to be an outstanding day, as always. So what are you looking most forward to today, Steve, here?
I don't know. Don't really know. I mean, we do this every year, so, yeah. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Just roll with it.
Keeping your license up to date.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned a lot. I guess something here, but mainly I learned from doing it, and that's about it. I mean, it's not that complicated after you've been doing it a while. It's just, pretty simple.
Yeah, I hear you.
Or easy, whatever. One of them things.
Something like that. Yeah, right.
Something like that. If you've been doing it a while, it's just like showing up to a job. You know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. You come in. I saw you roll in early this morning.
Yeah, we started at 7, so I was like maybe the third or fourth person here, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thought I was running late, but anyway.
That's all right. We're good. We're good. So, All right. Well, anything else you want to tell our listeners about your experience here on Turfs Up Radio this morning?
Yeah.
This is your first time live, right?
Long time listener, first time caller. No, I think it's a joke I heard on the radio years ago.
Yeah,
Local
you
radio.
You do hear that all the time,
Yeah,
don't you?
long time listener, first time interviewer or interviewee.
Well, we certainly like to have you listen more frequently.
Yeah, I see you sometimes, but I'm busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I've done some public speaking, so
yeah,
as long as I know what I'm talking about, I don't mind it. But this is different, so
yeah,
there's a lot more thousands of people. I've only been in front of hundreds at a time.
It makes a difference. That's right.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. But hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you hopping on with us this morning, my friend, and feel free to
another shout out
swing
to
back. Absolutely.
Augusta.
Yeah. Steve got into the Augusta Lawn Care Service franchise opportunity about a year ago, he said.
Yep.
And,
so I'm at location 139, and we got like 150, 60 something now.
Good deal.
All over the United States. We got like a few in Canada, and I think one or two in Australia we just opened up. So,
well, good deal.
Not everybody gets in, so don't think it's an easy ride.
No, that's right.
It
takes the right amount of money to get in.
It takes a certain amount of money. That's not the main thing. It just kind of, they're kind of picky about who gets in the gate.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they want their reputation, kind of like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A's a heck of a franchise to try to get. I know a friend of mine tried getting a Chick-fil-A franchise, and it was unreal, the hoops you jump through.
I mean, it's a good organization. They're really about helping the franchisees and not taking all of our money. We just have a flat fee we pay every month, no matter if you're making $1 million or $100,000 a year.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's, and it comes with a lot of great benefits. But I'll tell you what, it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know what I mean? It puts your feet to the fire, that's for sure. Or whatever. I mean, not everybody makes it. So
support pretty good as far as
support's great. So it's great. You can have as much support or as little as you want, but that part you do pay extra for. It's like stuff like that. But I mean, that kind of encourages you as you get bigger. The more support you use until that point becomes, well, that's too expensive. Hire an office person. But until then, you don't really have to have an office person.
I see.
Till maybe $500,000 to $800,000 a year.
What made you to take a look at that?
Be honest with you, 2020 kind of almost wiped us out financially. We lost all our workers, and luckily I had a bunch of money in the bank, so that carried us for a little while. But we never quite got back to where I wanted to be, or where we were before the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just turned 55 this last month, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not quite where I want to be, and I want to get to a different place financially and have a business run without me. And they kind of got that. That's their real model for real. So,
well, good deal.
And maybe have multiple
I hope it works out
locations.
well for you.
Yeah.
So
it's doing okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I know you've been hammering at it pretty good and hard. And nothing easy about owning your own business, regardless what model you're under.
No, but I mean, if you work real hard a bunch of years in the beginning, it'll pay off,
Absolutely. Just got to get past that frustration.
If I didn't like it, I wouldn't still be doing it 16 years later.
Yep.
Because I could go get a job if I wanted it the other way.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I think I could. Wayne might hire me.
There you go.
There you go. I could do something.
All right, Steve. Well, hey, thanks for hopping on with us, man. We appreciate it. And
no problem.
We're about 5 minutes from them starting up there, I think. So.
Yep. I better get up there and get my coffee.
Your chair. Hey, get your donuts, man.
I don't know, man. I'm diabetic. I better stay away from
them. Yeah, don't get the donuts. Sorry about that.
I better get the,
They probably got some fruit up there for you.
Yeah, got something.
All right. Don't take off with my headset now.
Hey, man. Here you go. Later. Live from Louisville, Kentucky.
Give us a call. Who are you? Who are you?
Give
your company a shout out.
Augusta Lawn Care, Louisville. Augusta Lawn Care of Highview, Louisville, Kentucky. Did I get my phone number out?
Whatever you want to do.
502-938-7689. Leave a message, but there's always something answers the phone 24/7.
There you go. All
Later.
right.
Have a good one.
The world famous Steve
World
Milby.
famous. Okay, here, do my Elvis impression. Thank you very much. Hey, later.
All right, good,
Man.
Steve. This will be this is a podcast version of this will be up tomorrow. You can hear yourself.
Okay, I'll put that on.
Put it on your socials.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He was
coming to you live on Turf's Up Radio.
All right, man.
All right.
Later, Mike Andes. I know you're hearing this. Later, man. Bye.
All right, Steve. We appreciate you. All right, man. Well, that was the world famous Steve Milby. I've known him a long time, and great guy, and does the right things and cares about doing the right things with his business. And yeah. So, Daniel,
It's looks like it's pretty filled up now. Everybody's getting in their places.
the snack line's backing up.
Oh yeah.
Everybody after their juice and fruit.
Yep. After their breakfast,
Yeah.
morning energy rush before they sit and get some good information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, this is, one of the bigger, like. I mean, as far as the stuff I've been to, it's one of the nicer events that gets put on as far as speakers.
Yeah, I'm
and
here. Yeah,
location and how many people come out. So it's definitely something, if you're in the area, worth checking out.
yeah. Advanced Turf Solutions, they do an outstanding job of putting this on. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Jo and her whole team, they do. You look at something like this when it's underway, you don't see the complexity of putting this together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just really don't when you just walk in and get a donut and some orange juice and lunch, and this is much more than a sit and get, if you will.
Yeah. It's kind of throwing a party with education behind it too,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and it's a good way to get your show your customers the appreciation of them buying from you, and that whole thing. It's just, they always say loyalty's a two-way street, and that it really is, and they always put on a good event and haven't missed. So they just do this every year, and they do it at a time of the year when guys know they got their CEUs coming up, and they're good to December 31st. So guys looking at us, going through and looking and saying, "Oh man, I need 4 credits, or I need 5 credits, or whatever they need." So I think that helps putting it on this time of the year too. Not only are contractors slowing down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but you can look at it and say, "Oh yeah, we do need a few hours. We better get there.
Right.
We better get over there and get a few hours." So,
Yeah.
But anyways, let's see, King Darren,
Oh gosh.
go ahead, give us a buzz. We got
A couple minutes.
we got about 4 minutes, Darren. Yeah,
Well, let's say 2 for Darren.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead and give us a call. We'll put you on here till we get rolling here. And King Darren's going to give us a buzz and see what's going on down there in his world down there in Florida today, and see what's going on exciting here when we come back from our first speaker. Oh,
Here we go.
uh-oh. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm going to tell Darren to hang on. Darren, go ahead and hang on now. This guy's getting ready to get rolling. And
Got a prompt schedule.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, here he goes. We'll get him on for a second. Let's see. All right, Darren Gruner.
Hey,
You there?
can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good. You're good to go. Go ahead.
You guys sound really good. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job.
All right. Well, we appreciate you giving us a buzz and hopping on here with us. They got a good turnout this morning already. As you can imagine, the donut line and the snack line is backed up a little bit. And
is that why people go?
hey,
Is that why people go?
Hey, as a commercial contractor, I mean, when somebody says they're doing something like this, one of the first things you always ask is, "Hey, what are you having for lunch? What are you giving away?" That's how we decide. We decide if they're good. I think, if we're going. So, but anyway, we got some interesting people we're going to talk to for sure. and just talked to a guy I haven't seen in probably 2 or 3 years. I'll run into him out here, but he's been in the industry about 35 years. So,
What kind of things are you looking to find out from these showgoers?
I'm looking to find out exactly, what, first of all, where they're from, Kentucky or Indiana, because they've got CEUs that are going to be available, different states here from their speakers. But also, find out, why they're here other than CEUs. Is it really just to gain education so they can be better at what they do? And I'm sure for most of these guys that are taking a day off in the middle of the week like this, that's why they're doing it, Our first speaker is a Hoosier, matter of fact. He said.
Oh, is that right? What would be a good question to ask these guys if they have employees? What are their employees doing today while they're getting educated, while they're getting their CEO classes? I'd like to know.
Yeah. We'll certainly ask that, and then some of them have. I have seen a lot of companies walk in with multiples. So a lot of the applicating companies have brought their employees with them to get their CEUs as well. So, but we'll find out about that as well.
So they're offering classes for continuing education, of course. But so if you're an operator in the business, if you don't have an applicator's license, but you need to have that operator's license. You're going there to listen, and they'll give you the certification for that too, right?
Correct. They've got ours available today for both general and specific, what we call them. Okay.
Right.
So, which would apply to owner operators as well as applicators. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're getting started there, huh?
They are. They're rocking. They're just now rolling. So, hey, we appreciate you calling in, and we'll be coming to you live again here as soon as this guy's off the air. Or
how long do you think how long are they going to be?
I think they're scheduled for about a 40-minute presentation. So, but we'll probably break in prior to that and do some interviews because they've got a outside area with a couple pieces of equipment and whatnot. So, we'll be able to talk to some people that way as well.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Hey, if you want to hop on your show, Darren, I can give you a buzz before we hop back on if you want to do that.
I'm not. I'm on the road. I'm on the road.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, man. Well, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Have a safe trip.
You got it, buddy. All right, thanks. See you.
All right. So, Daniel, I guess we'll hop off the air for a minute.
We shall.
And we'll be right back with more live coverage off and on all day long, coming to you live from Louisville, Kentucky at the Advanced Turf Solutions CEU class. We'll be back shortly.